You got up at the stars in your eyes and how your lips curve just like the sunrise. So I ask you how gently can you be mine to help this hopeless romantic survive? Lately, the moon it keeps laughing at me as I lay down to sleep. Oh, I wanna run away, but honey, you can stay with me.
I can't believe we have to leave our villa. Oh my gosh, it has been the best 30 days ever. Our hosts are amazing. The house was amazing. The location could not have been more perfect. So if you want to see the full tour of this house, I'll put a link for that below. But now we are headed to Rome. It's always so weird when you've been to a place long enough to where you know, take a left right there, we know that goes to the marina, we know how to get downtown to the bus station, the train stations. It's just so familiar now compared to when we first got here, when everything was brand new and we were so nervous. I mean, even just taking the first train was so nerve-wracking. And now we're like, I know how to get around. And
well, it's like being in the U.S. and we're traveling all the time and using GPS. We always say when we don't have to use GPS to get back to the rig, we know we've been there too long and it's time to go.
Yeah, and that's kind of how it is here. We know our way around. We are actually bumping into people that we've met before and that we know. So I guess that means
it's time to move on.
And that's good because we're headed to Rome, so timing is perfect. But unfortunately, we will not be in Rome long enough to probably be that familiar with Rome. Rome is a big city. We decided to stop and have a little bathroom break, maybe have a little snack. We are on the main freeway going into Rome, and they have these little stops like gas stations and stuff, and they have convenience stores as well. So let's go check out what they have inside. Wow, their selection here looks delicious. They have some cold salads. They have some hot foods. It's kind of a buffet style. Very cool. And of course, steaks. And of course, pasta made to order. This is one heck of a rest stop. In case you're thirsty, they have plenty of wine for you at the rest stop. That's pretty unique. Let's see what's on the other side. So as you can see, Phil decided that he needed a snack, so he picked up some pizza, and so did the two in the back. I am trying to fast because we have been eating pizza and pasta and you name it, so I'm giving myself a little break. That way this evening I can come back full throttle.
My fast is the opposite. I'm trying to eat this as fast as possible because it's nice and warm.
Yeah. Alright, we made it to our place in Rome, and thankfully that's as far as we have to drag our luggage. Welcome to our Rome apartment. So the kitchen is right back here. Christina is setting up some of the groceries that we brought from the villa out in Massa Labrante, and as you can see, it is a small kitchen, but it has everything we need. A washing machine for our clothes is here too, which is really important because it helped us to pack lighter. We have our own patio. We have outdoor space. Welcome to the living room. This is a small sitting room, plenty big enough, which leads to our bedroom. It has a sitting area, a TV, and of course, the bed. The windows are completely open. There's no shades here, so you totally get the feel of the outside in here in the bedroom. And it's a cool little alley over there. So check out this really cool bedroom. It is a great size, complete with huge windows.
Try to walk through the doorway without ducking. Yeah. Not designed for tall people.
But I'll not have a problem.
Yeah.
And you gotta step
And
up.
step up, yeah. It's perfect. It's so cute. Really is so unique and quirky. I'm thinking I love it. We decided to stay in Trastevere. It's a charming neighborhood close to the historic center, and it's known for its cobble streets, a hopping restaurant scene, which we can definitely attest to. We are heading out to explore a little of Rome. And we've been in Italy now for well over 30 days. So we have been chowing down on pizza and pasta and all that good stuff. And I got to tell you, I'm ready for some good tacos.
I'm ready to start a diet. I tell you what.
We got to go carb free.
Oh, here it comes.
Oh no, here comes the rain. And it's coming heavy and hard. The weather has not been accurate yet since we've been here.
No, it's not.
Not even close. It was supposed to be pouring all day yesterday. It barely rained at all. It's supposed to be done today with the rain before 10. It's almost 10:20 and the sky just opened.
Scivola, scivola, come la pioggia scivola.
We are standing right around the corner from the site where they believe Julius Caesar was killed.
Yeah, they're not too sure, but this was one of his hangouts supposedly, and this is where they think they got him.
Right over there at the bus stop, actually, waiting for bus 84.
Come un bambino rotola, sai farlo, pure tu. Prendila e stringila, è un'emozione candida. So chiudi gli occhi ma.
We made it to the Trevi Fountain, and you might be a little surprised about how really crowded it is. Instagram does not tell the truth. So while most people are outside fighting for space to see the Trevi Fountain, we are going to go underneath the Trevi Fountain. So we took a guided tour, which was only $8 a ticket. You can also come here and do a self-guided tour, which is even cheaper. Or if you want to and you want to add on other tours, you can do outside tours and they will also bring you here.
A couple of pro tips to keep your money in your pocket.
1, make sure you don't pull out any wallets or coins at the Trevi Fountain. If you plan on tossing a coin for luck, pull it out, have it ready to go long before you hit the fountain.
That's with any money you intend to spend. Keep it in your front pocket, keep it at the ready. Don't show them where you're keeping your stash.
And another big thing they like to hit are bags and backpacks. So if you have either one of those, make sure if your purse has a flap, your flap is to your body. Make sure if it has a zipper, everything is zipped and locked. The same with your backpack. Turn it around. You'll see a lot of people with their backpacks on the front, and that way they can keep their hand on their zippers and they know if somebody's doing the pickpocket number because they're going to be in front of you.
I always like to stand behind Stacy when we're in crowds. That way I can keep an eye on her, the backpack, or anything else she's carrying. And I always keep my stuff in my front pocket, my wallet, my phone, all of that. If I have a side pocket, I keep everything in there where it's sealed. They can't get to it. And I know if somebody's touching that pocket.
And another thing you can do is what I've done, and I actually have a pickpocket resistant backpack. I know that sounds weird, but it is a thing. It has a couple features. 1, slash resistant straps. There's a chain through here so it can't be cut. 2, all of these zippers have latches, so these are going to latch close. And 3, the important pocket is on this side, which when I'm wearing it is close to the body so people can't get into it. Also on the inside, the wallet is attached to the inside so it can't be taken out and go. And there's like multiple zippers and they all lock different ways. So if you're interested in something like this was the only halfway cute one I could find on mine. I'll link it below.
Another thing she forgot to mention about that bag is the inside money wallet, or the pocket inside, is also an RFID
Yes.
protector, so people can't come by and skim your credit card information. Very handy to have.
And if you're interested in all the stuff that we brought to Europe with us, our must-haves, I will put a link for that blog down below.
We want you to stay safe.
Are you wondering how crowded it is here? Oh my gosh, the crowds are totally insane. There's no way we're getting a picture with just any kind of element here, any kind of ruins, temple, whatever, unless we get up at 5 a.m.
It's just amazing to be standing here amongst the archaeological ruins and history. There, I said
I mean, come on, look what's behind us. I mean, the only other time we've seen that was the fake one in Tennessee.
Yeah, or in a book.
It's really crazy when you start looking at the years these things were built. There's things here from 19 BC all the way up. Like, we walked where Julius Caesar's walked, where St. Peter's walked, like so many. It's just, the history, it blows your mind.
Well, I didn't know that there were actual 4 levels of Rome.
Like up to 4 layers.
Yeah, there's history 3 layers down below us, there's entire cities built on top of cities on top of cities. It's just amazing. I did not know that.
And of course Phil wouldn't know because, you know, he has to read a book to find that out.
Yeah, instead we got a tour by a British guy who told us everything.
We are so excited about today's tour. Do you even know where we're going?
The Vatican.
So
Yes.
excited. Let me tell you what just happened. We were just in St. Peter's Basilica while the Pope was getting Mass. We heard Mass from the Pope.
And now we need to go buy a lotto ticket because from our tour guide, it doesn't happen that often that she's giving a tour and we happen to be there as the Pope's in there.
It was so moving. Yes. It really was. Yeah.
moving.
Yeah, in fact, Christina took her earpiece out. Mm-hmm. She didn't want to listen to the tour guide. She wanted to listen to the service that was going on and focus on the moment. That was pretty cool.
It was just amazing. I had chills. We're going to go have some lunch, mull this over, have a nice conversation about our time in the Vatican, and then maybe talk about what's tomorrow.
Don't forget wine.
That
Yes,
too.
that's right.
Wow, it's gonna hang off the table.
Oh my gosh!
With fresh, mortadella with truffle and salad. This is truffle and salad.
Tips for visiting the Vatican. It is the #1 site toured, and it is also one of the busiest attractions there. So don't think if you go at a certain time or on a certain day, it'll be less crowded because it's always crowded. And if the Pope is giving Mass that day, expect it to be even more crowded. If you want to join the Pope for Mass, you can get tickets and be present during the Mass, but you do have to plan ahead and get those tickets because they will sell out quickly. If you are going to the Vatican, please know you have to dress properly. Bare knees, midriffs, and shoulders are not permitted in Vatican City. You can wear jeans and sandals, those are just fine. You'll be touring in a sea of people, but remember you can go as fast or as slow as you wish. You can spend a few hours or a few days and still not see everything that the Vatican has to offer. You can tour the Vatican grottos, which is where many of the popes are buried. Even St. Peter is buried beneath the basilica 1 level down. If you don't remember anything else I tell you here today, the one thing you need to make sure you do is buy your tickets ahead of time online so you can skip a majority of the lines. Now, you will still need to pick up those tickets at a window and go through security, but you will cut your wait time in more than half. Now, there are a couple ways you can tour the Vatican. You can do it on your own and just take your time and walk through it as you want to, or you can hire a tour guide, which is exactly what we did because we didn't have a lot of time to go through the Vatican, so we really wanted all of our questions answered while we were there. These are just a few of the tips that we learned while we were touring the Vatican City, but there are many blogs out there with a lot more information, and I will drop a couple down in the description to help you out as you plan your trip.
Sunny day, take me down to Culver Lake, take me back to yesterday, 'cause that's where I belong. On a rainy day.
You're never going to believe, but we're biking the Appian Way, which is Europe's first superhighway, and it's the oldest road in the world, built in 312 BC.
And that's super crazy.
It is.
The people who have walked on this road, Julius Caesar, St. Peter, it's amazing to think of all the people that walked on these stones before us.
Just incredible to think that that was their main way of getting to and from Rome at that time.
Did you see that groove in the road? It was actually really common when they were building this, we'll call it a highway, Roman highway. So they would actually groove the stone so the wagons would stay in place and not tip over. our slide off. We are sitting in one of the many ruins along this route. This is a piece of an old temple, and there's a ton of ruins all along this road, and there are 2 catacombs. We visited the oldest catacomb when we first hit the Appian Way, and it was a surreal experience.
Yeah, we were able to go down underground to the 2nd level. Now there's 4 levels to that catacomb, and we were down 40 meters, but the bottom level was down another 50 meters. So you're thinking, when you're adding it up, it's from the ground to the bottom of the 4th level, 90 meters, which is, what, 270-ish feet below the surface? It was amazing to walk through those catacombs. Eerie, but amazing.
Now, that catacomb held over 350,000 remains at one time. And the reason all these catacombs are here are because they believed in resurrection, so they wanted to be buried, not cremated, as the Romans did. So what they started doing is they started actually burying themselves under land owned by other Christians. That catacomb was opened and in use for, 250 years? They closed it in 317. Yes, 317.
Yes.
Because at that time, Christianity was made legal and they were no longer persecuted, so then they could start burying themselves above ground.
Right.
So it is fascinating to think that it was in use for 250 years, but that was 2,000 years ago. If you're here in Rome, there are 60 catacombs, and I think like 9 or 10 you can tour. So in the meantime, we're going to continue our way on the Appian Way.
A fun fact about the Appian Way, it has inspired the quotes, "All roads lead to Rome." Did I say that right?
Yes, you did.
There you go.
He'd never heard that quote before. I pulled it up for him. No, I'm just kidding.
I've heard it before.